Hey there, and welcome. Have you ever tried to pack a lunch where you've got a sandwich, some fruit, and maybe some chips, and you want to keep them all from smushing together, right? Organizing different things can be a real headache. Well, it turns out that exact same problem is a huge deal when it comes to data. So, let's dive in.
So, let's start with the core issue here, what I'm calling the data mixing problem. Because, when we're working with information, we often have all these different kinds of information that actually belong together. And trying to keep them organized, well, it can get really messy fast. Just think about it in your own life for a second. How do you organize a toolbox? You've got these heavy hammers, these teeny tiny screws, sharp saws. You can't just dump them all into one big pile, right? Or what about a spice rack? You would never pour all your spices into the same jar. That would be a disaster.
And it's pretty much the same deal in the world of computing. Most of the containers we use for data are kind of like an egg carton. They're specialists. They are designed to hold just one specific type of thing. So all numbers or all little bits of text, everything has to be uniform.
And this right here shows the problem perfectly. See, on the left, you've got your standard array. It's totally happy holding just one type of data, like these numbers, no problem. But then look at the right. The moment we try to mix a person's name, their age, and a hobby, boom, it breaks. That specialist container just can't handle that kind of variety.
So, okay, that's the problem. But there's got to be a better way, right? There has to be a container that's actually designed for variety. A container that can hold, well, everything. And of course there is. What if, instead of that rigid egg carton, we had something totally different? What if we had a container that was built from the ground up with this idea of variety in mind? One that had, separate, dedicated compartments for every single unique item. Exactly. It's just like a bento box. You've got your main dish in one spot, your rice over here, some veggies over there, all totally different things, each in its own little compartment, but they all come together to make one single, perfectly organized meal.
And this brings us to the hero of our story today. Because this brilliant data bento box idea, it has a technical name. It is time for us to meet the cell array.
So when you get right down to it, a cell array is just that, a super flexible container. It is our bento box for data. It's designed with all these little compartments, or cells, that can hold anything we want them to, and it doesn't care what type of data it is.
All right, so we get the big picture. Now, how about we open up this data bento box and take a little peek inside to see exactly how this whole thing works? And you know what? It's actually incredibly simple. First, you just start with one main container, the array. Then you divide that container up into those individual compartments we call cells. And finally, you just place one piece of data into each cell. And that's it. It's that straightforward.
And check this out. This is how it solves our problem from before. Remember trying to store Alice, her age of 30, and her hobbies? Well, now, cell number 1 holds the text Alice. Cell 2 holds the number 30, and look at cell 3. It can hold a whole list of hobbies. Every piece of data gets its own perfect little spot. Problem solved.
Now, this is way more than just a clever little programming trick. This ability to group different kinds of information together is, frankly, incredibly powerful. Let's shift gears and look at a real-world example that I guarantee you use every single day.
Just think about any app or website you use. Your user profile is the absolute perfect example of a cell array in action. It's just a collection of related but totally different pieces of information, all about one thing, you.
Let's just break it down for a second. Your name? That's text. Your age? That's a number. A status like is active? That's a logical value, a simple true or false. And your hobbies? Well, that's a list of text. A cell array is the perfect ideal structure to hold all of this stuff together in one neat, tidy packet.
And that really is the key takeaway here. Cell arrays are the tool that lets us take all this messy, diverse, but related information and bundle it all together into a single, organized, and meaningful whole. It's how we bring order to all that complexity. So, I'll just leave you with this thought. This humble little bento box, our cell array, it's one of the most fundamental building blocks out there. And if you have a tool that lets you store absolutely anything you want all together in one place, what kind of amazing, complex ideas could you start to build with that?